Look, Manuel, hello. Yeah, run through a league, I think. Just doing some other testing. Mostly just kind of waiting for Modern Horizons 3 to come out at this point. You know, a lot of cool stuff coming out. That new land is absolutely busted, and it makes me want to play green decks, some type of omniscience craziness. So we'll see what that looks like, but a lot of new fun toys for Dimir Shadow as well. Actually, pretty much all Shadow decks, so should be fun once that drops. But for now, just trying to test out what's still working in the current format. More or less just really trying to get prepped for a lot of Amulet Titan. Holy crap, there's a lot of Amulet Titan. Like I don't know how many different Amulet matchups I've ran into in the last 4 times I've been online, but it's gotta be, yeah, no, I know we're getting Deluge. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait for Deluge. Already picked up a couple copies online, at least. Can't find any in paper, but I imagine they'll go down in price with paper. Oops, that's not how you spell Deluge. Is it not? Oh, there we go. Toxic Deluge. Very excited to put that in the deck. But for now, I think I feel good about running this through a league. I've been less hot on Dothy Voidwalker. It ends up being a lightning rod and not doing what I want when it comes to graveyard stuff. Damping Sphere covers a lot of different decks, which I'm happy with. I tried Cerulean Drake for a little bit, and it was okay, but I think it was a little too niche for the Prowess matchups. Spreading Seas to kind of hit a lot of these Urza Saga decks. I mean, yeah, just really trying to continue to swing the Titan matchup in my favor. So I think I'm going to run this. I feel good generally with how it looks. I did try one dress down less. Didn't like it as much. Bringing a Sauron's Ransom in, dropping it back down to 18 lands. So we're going to run it unless someone else has any suggestions. But I think this is how we're gonna power through here. How's everyone's days going? It's hot as hell here in Montreal. Yeah, on the play, I will keep this. We will fetch shock, preordain, see what we can find. Some type of probably creature interaction maybe, or a threat. Really what I'm looking for at this point. Alright, I'll bottom the land. I will keep a Bowmaster as it's a threat and creature interaction. Ooh, is this mono black Coffers? Probably. They take the Bowmaster. Alright. Field of Ruin. Yep, definitely Coffers. So technically I can get a Murktide out, but I think I want to obviously hold up Murktide with Counterspell, so not super ideal. I'll probably go get the Survey Land, depending on what they want to do here. I guess at this point it doesn't really matter so much, because I'll just shuffle my library. So I'm actually inclined to hold up, consider Counterspell, and like Brazen Borrower bounce here. They're gonna blow something up. Might as well just get a consider off of it now. Yep. Let's get an island. Consider. Drown the Lock. I will keep that for the Profane Tutor that's coming off this turn. Black blue. Cast. Counter. No thank you. It's a lot of field effects. Okay, so they're going to go for one now. I will consider again. I mean, this has been at least nice to continue to get some free considers. Death Shadow. Yeah, I want that. Would like to go get an island. So Death Shadow dress down is nice. Definitely tempted to play out a Shadow, but I feel like they've got more removal dedicated to Shadow than they do Murktide Regent. So I think I'll play the Murktide out, and then, I mean, they probably have, what is it, Shoulder's Edict? I think that's what they're pretty much heavily on for that type of removal, which I'll have to counter, and then hope that they just don't have something else to back it up, but, I mean, they've got 5 cards in hand. Alright. Not so bad. Kind of just want to not crack these as often as I can. Okay, buddy. Settle down. Settle down. Alright, well, we're cracking them. But they will be gone after this turn, and I will not have access to black. So, need to get this Death Shadow out and try and close out a win as quickly as possible. Yeah, counterspell. Cannot let you have a Karn. Bowmaster. Alright, so Bowmaster, Shadow, Brazen Borrower 2. Yeah, it's pretty good. I guess if they have Damnation, obviously this is problematic, but I can just flash in Bowmaster, have Brazen Borrower still. Not the end of the world. See what they have. Realistically, they'd be probably smartest to blow up my black land. Okay. They're dead on board. So, what do they have? Fatal Push? Or they have removal for both things? I think I'm supposed to flash in Bowmaster. Like, I don't have interaction. And if they do... okay. No. Staying alive. Oh. Alright, what the hell is this? Oh. A Bowmaster of their own. Interesting. Makes sense. Hello, hello. Any tips for beginners? MTGO is a ruthless platform. There is no takebacks whatsoever. Misclicks will punish you. So, you know, when you're going to do something, make sure you're confident you're doing the right thing. But at the end of the day, do as much free to play and free stuff as possible. It's going to be the most comfortable way to learn the platform, learn how to, you know, handle whatever deck it is you're picking up and playing as easy and effectively as possible. I mean, I've been on MTGO now for, geez, yeah, I mean, it must be like 5+ years. And for my first 2 years, like, I was definitely punting just off of misclicks or forgetting to do stuff. So I'm going to bounce this token. Maybe that's not the right call, but I'd like to get this Orcish Bowmaster off the battlefield if I can. But yeah, no, other than that, I mean, it's really just, I think, get as many reps as you possibly can in. It's not an easy platform. Like I said, it will punish you. It will punish you a lot. So do what you can. Wow, they're not going to block. All right, so Thoughtseize, beautiful. All right, good luck, opponent. Other than that, let me see. Is there anything else? I mean, yeah, learn to set your different stops here, right? Find something that works for you and whatever is going to be as comfortable as possible and make sense for whatever deck you're playing. Sometimes you want to have stops in your own draw step. Sometimes you want to have stops in your opponent's main phase, second main phase, right? So whatever makes sense. You can always obviously manipulate this by unlocking it here. But yeah, just try and have fun with it. You're going to make mistakes. You're playing for free, so don't worry about it. You will run into a lot of people that just obviously hate to lose. I mean, I get it. But they do, they'll like run into a deck they don't like, and then they just kind of give up. Oh, what is this? What did you hit off of your draws? Oh my god, another Wretch, or March of the Wretched Sorrows, or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, Wretched Sorrow. That's definitely what they hit there. Maybe not actually. Maybe they're clinging to try and draw another card. Nope, that's a March. Okay. Pauper. Yeah, past priority is not the. It's like I said, it's a pretty ruthless setup. I'm just going to. No, I'm gonna hold up double blue, I guess. Cycle Acclaim. Yep, that's fine. Oh goodness, what have you done now? Another cycle? Oh, is the mic odd? Just let me know if the audio is weird. Let me know. Cycle again. You got it. It might need to be a little bit closer to my face. I switched it up to like an actual condenser mic. All right, got the win. And didn't have a way of, well, I didn't really test out where I was at. Gordo, what's up? The boys are in here today. Appreciate you guys stopping by. You'll have to swing by Face. Me and Xavier were there yesterday. It was a good time. Actually, I should have let people know I was going. Slight echo. Okay. Let me see here. What about now? Is it better? only coming through your left headphone. Oh, okay. Hold on. Yep, I see that now. Let me, because it's just going through one channel. All right, let me just finish sideboarding here and I'll get that cleaned up. Yeah, it's definitely coming through just one side. Sorry about that. What the hell do I want for this matchup? I guess Shoulder's Edict. A null, they play the One Ring. And then these four things. Drown the Lock seems below average. Fatal Push also seems below average. I'll keep the Dismembers. Maybe I'll actually drop one Dismember, take a Drown. Yeah, we'll run that. All right, let me see if I can get this audio fixed. All right, there we go. I had to switch it over to mono. Sorry about that. All right, let me know if it's better. Is there an echo now or not? Should be hopefully 100% good at this point. Yeah, I want both of these. Bowmaster. We'll just hold up a fetch. Probably gonna play out this Bowmaster. They'll blow up a land because that's just what they do. I also really want to get a soft click mouse. You can probably hear my mouse clicking excessively loud. They have a Bowmaster. Yep, that's fine. Oh, slight echo. All right, let me try this one last time. All right, I think we fixed the slight echo. I had 2 lines running, so I figured that's what it was, but wasn't 100% certain. Dimir Control. Is that standard? Or is Dimir Control in Pioneer? Or just general Dimir Control as a whole, you mean? Also, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. That fixed it. All right. Appreciate you guys helping me work my way through the problems here. Yeah, no, the mouse is outrageous. I'm going to put a some type of condenser on the actual audio to try and reduce how much you hear that. Echo is gone. We're solving problems. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I kind of really want to be able to Shoulder's Edict this Orcish Bowmaster away and preordain, but at the same time I feel like tapping out a counterspell is bad news. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so while I wait for them to do something, see if I can get a filter on here. Compressor, unfortunately I can't actually see what the compressor is doing, but how's the clicking now? Is it like less aggressive? Thoughtseize. Sure, Thoughtseize. Go for it. Might bring that threshold down a bit. See if that helps. All right, well, hopefully the audio is good, and the clicking is not too aggressive. I'll continue to work on it. So at this point, I think it's smarter to dress down an end step so I can preordain without any issues next turn. Yeah, and I do have to fetch and shock, otherwise I'm just getting absolutely screwed by their Field of Ruins, so dress down. Okay. Tishana's Tidebinder, that's a very good draw. Clicking seems a bit better. All right. Ooh, and they're going to go for it, but I can't Tidebinder in response. That sucks. So let me see here. I can float blue, get an island, Shoulder's Edict. And then preordain and maybe find a Thoughtseize. I think that's the smart play. Oh, hopefully my stream's still coming through. OBS, there we go, reconnecting. Hopefully didn't get too interrupted. We will Shoulder's Edict, non-token, go away. Can't play this Murktide region, otherwise it's just a 3/3. I will preordain. So whatever I put on top is definitely getting shuffled away. Eesh, but I really want to counterspell. I guess I'm supposed to bottom. Yeah, I'm supposed to bottom top. And then I can still be aggressive. Just hope they don't really have much here. Oh yeah, Gordo, I don't know if I told you, I'm looking to buy on the South Shore. And I might need something, who knows, we'll see. If I get something that needs some renovations or not. But depending on if you're still in that line of work, you were someone that I was looking to contact and maybe see what you were up to. Man, can we stop Field of Ruining, please? Going for another one. You got it. Third time's the charm. point. Just have to pray. Probably going to concede to losing my Murktide Regent because it's just not worth it. Yeah, I think also, Chris, just to go back to what you said, if you're still here, but I definitely think... Nice. Love to hear that, Gordo. I definitely think... Damnation. All right. I definitely think that Modern Horizons 3 is going to offer up some pretty interesting gameplay for Modern moving forward. A lot of cool stuff coming into the format. Yeah, we'll have to get the boys all together there on the South Shore. What part of the South Shore are you at again? Are you in Saint Hubert? Shoulder's Edict. Come on, give me a land, please. We're down 3 watery graves. 1 ring. Yikes. All right. All right, I'm conceding. We're not playing this out. I guess Spell Snare is maybe a bit better than I'm giving it credit for. Nah. Nah, seems like Stern Scolding's a better call, if anything. Get rid of Dismember. And I guess maybe a Preordain. Sure. Seems reasonable. All things considered. Not great to have an island in my opening hand. Oh, okay. Well, that's the area that I'm looking in. I'm going likely probably right beside the airport, but on the Longueuil side. So we might be pretty close to neighbors. Yeah, I think I still have to keep this though, as much as it's going to suck to get my lands destroyed. Okay. So, I guess I got a Fetch and Shock. Preordain. Multiple dress downs is too much. Murktide's good, but I don't know how soon I'm getting there. Unfortunately, I think I have to bottom both. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. Yeah, we're going to have a good time on the South Shore. Thoughtseize Inquisition. All right. Man, this is a brutal matchup. Counterspell. Taking the redundant card is a little strange. I'm going to cycle this dress down. Okay. Well, highly doubt we're getting there at this point. Oh, okay, not having a land destroyed. That's good news. Is that where you're at? I guess we got a bit of a delay here, but that's awesome. Nice to know that we're going to be close together at some point in the near future. That's so funny. Yeah, it's a great area. We're really looking forward to making the move. I don't think I can Bowmaster. Yeesh. Well. Okay. We'll go with the Thoughtseize. Hopefully, okay, they don't have much of anything. They do have a One Ring. So Stern Scolding goes in my graveyard. Nice, alright. Can't do anything about that. So they have... Yep. Gonna hold up Counterspell Bowmaster. Drawing cards. I mean, let's just hope they didn't hit a Bowmaster somewhere in here. It really sucks that I had to throw that to the bottom. That Stern Scolding that I had. They have a Bowmaster. Oh, March. Alright. Well, it's not as bad as Bowmaster. Ooh, boy. Okay, so I feel like when they go to activate the One Ring, I'm supposed to bounce it. They don't draw any cards, right? Because it has to have the burden counters on it, which is just off the battlefield. Pretty sure that's how it works, so... Alright, well, that Herborg's problematic. No, I guess it doesn't really matter. Draw as many cards as you want. Thoughtseize. Yep. Thoughtseize. Sure. Brazen Borrower. Okay. Well, at least my polluted deltas end up remaining as swamps if I need them to be. Come on. 12, 13 mana. Oh, are they about to... Okay, well, I do have double Stubborn Denial. Thanks, Gordo. Hopefully to see you soon. I'll have to get the boys all together. Yeah. I mean, I'm just definitely double countering. Have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, opponent. I am almost definitely dead, but do your worst. Drawing a lot of cards. It's a lot of mana. Is this another March? Nope. Juan, hello. Thanks for stopping by as usual. Appreciate you being here. It's going well. It's been a good day. What is this? Just Ballista? I mean, I'm definitely dead. How's your day going? Yep, Ballista, you got it. Well done. Worst matchup. Play again. This is a Ragavan deck. I like it. I'm going to keep it. It's a pretty mediocre hand, but it's got enough game. I think I just put in the Undercity Sewers first. Want to make sure I'm having as many untapped lands as I can. I mean, technically, if I hit a fetch land or something, I can have a 1/1 Shadow out on turn 3 with Ground the Lock backup, but that's not... I don't think that's super ideal. Or a 2/2 if I ping myself, but not knowing what I'm up against, that just doesn't seem like good decision making. So, Undercity Sewers, filter the top, see how it goes. I finally ran into someone who catches some of my videos, and they were on Dimir Shadow as well, and they absolutely dumpstered me with my own deck. Felt good. Felt good. A couple of who gets to Murktide firsts. Oh, there we go. Amulet Titan. This is what we've been preparing for. If you're playing online and you're playing Modern, you should be fully prepared for at least 1 to 2 Amulet matchups in a league. If you're going into a big tournament, it could be upwards of 3. It is quite literally everywhere at this point. So, which, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, in my opinion, Amulet is the best deck in the format. It just has a very high threshold of knowledge required to play it exceptionally well. Dryad? I would like if this is Dryad. This is not Dryad. Yep, that makes sense. 4 mana. If this is a 1 ring, then Orcish Bowmaster is definitely coming out. I mean, it probably has to be a 1 ring, right? Unless they just literally have pop off turn 2. Another Grazer. Okay, it is another Grazer. Wow. Do they have turn 2 Titan? You don't see that this often anymore. Good for you, Titan player. Yeah, turn 2 Titan. Okay, cool. What lands do we go get? Mirror Pool, yeah, to make a token. Yeah, we're not gonna, we're dead. We're dead. I'll give them the credit of knowing what they're doing and say we're dead. Alright, Damping Sphere, Spreading Seas, Tide Binders, Annul, 9 cards. It's a lot. Alright, Dismembers come out, Pushes come out. I could care less about their 3 and less mana creatures. Stubborn Denial is a terrible card in this matchup, and Drown in the Lock misses a lot of stuff, so I think we'll stick to this. And let's hope that my opponent doesn't have Magical Christmas Land 2 games in a row. Or at least I guess I have a hand with Thoughtseize, which I do. Perfect. Alright. So I do want to fetch and shock here. I am kind of losing a bit of value if I don't draw another fetch land off of the survey land later on. But I want to try and get this Murktide out as soon as possible. Amulet, Expedition Map, a bunch of lands. I mean, they get 1 amulet, they get 2 amulets anyway. Expedition Map is letting them go get a tutor. I think I'm supposed to take map. Can also get like Boseiju or something if I find the Damping Sphere that I really want. So I don't care so much about Amulet of Vigor under these circumstances with their hand. Like they're just guaranteed to have good stuff going on. Okay, so what do I want to do? Bowmaster. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to Bowmaster and then consider. I mean, I definitely need interaction though. Maybe I'm supposed to double consider. Hold Bowmaster for another turn and then I can play out Murktide if I need to. Explore. Alright, no. Now I play the Orcish Bowmaster. They play the Gardens. Okay, so I'm supposed to consider and try and find a... Oh. Alright. Alright. I still want to be able to find a Spreading Seas if I can. Thoughtseize. Ugh, I do want that. So Damping Sphere really messes up what they're trying to do. I will keep that, right? They have to pay 1. Yeah, no, they can't Boseiju this turn, so I will Damping Sphere now. And then hopefully it's enough to slow them down so that I can Thoughtseize, get this Murktide region out, and really start going to town. $15. 5-turn clock. Did they make a construct? Nope. I guess they can just go get Expedition Map here. Didn't really matter what I took with my Thoughtseize. Their hand was pretty much Thoughtseize proof. It was always going to be the same thing, depending on what they needed. They go for an Amulet. Interesting. So if they have Boseiju, they can Boseiju and then pop off. Is this Besage? Nope. Explore. Okay, perfect. Draw a card. You get 2 land drops, but if they're dual lands, they're just happen for generic mana. Bounce, Crumpling Vestige, play Forest. Okay. Ooh, phenomenal draw. So now I get to, I'm going to swing first. I mean, if they have Dismember, I don't want them to use it now that I'm Thought Seizing, so we'll go to second main. Their hand is a bunch of lands. They do have Besage though. So that's nice. We will be losing this Damping Sphere, but we do have Counterspell. So not the end of the world. Yep. I would... I'm going to go get an island. I don't have a Death Shadow at this point, and this Murktide will be able to close out the match, so don't want to overdo it. Besage's gone, so that's... Urza's Saga, you got it. Shoulder's Edict, that's a pretty good card. Double Counterspell. So... Alright, so I can play up the Murktide Regent, hold up Counterspell or Shoulder's Edict. My opponent has 2 lands and an unknown card. If they have exactly like double Titan, I'm screwed. Otherwise I can hold up double Counterspell. Still doesn't close out the match though. So I think I'll take the line that actually gets the game done sooner. And hope my opponent does not have just double options to get to their Titan. They've got 8 copies at this point. Okay, looks like they just drew land. I don't think I change anything. Scolding, Snare, they're too narrow. Oh man, yeah. I guess this is good enough interaction to hold on to. Multiple looks at getting deeper into our Damping Sphere. Hopefully this Thoughtseize is able to actually hit something decent, but a lot of times, at least most, I mean, it depends, I guess, on what your hand looks like, but a lot of Titan players will just take a lot of lands as their hand and kind of make it Thoughtseize proof. So, Thoughtseize might not end up being that great here, we'll see. Counterspell, really good draw. Alright, Explore Titan. So... could just leave them with this Titan now that I know I have interaction for it. I really haven't seen anyone playing Cavern of Souls in quite a while. If they do play Cavern of Souls, maybe they're just not running into it. But I haven't seen a Titan player actually play Cavern against me in a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I might end up regretting this, but I'm going to take the Explorer. Slow them down a bit. Alright, they bounce that back to their hand. I suppose I should hold up Counterspell just in case they do something weird. Play the Saga. Nope. So I'm good to play Orcish Bowmaster. Kind of want to be able to start at least going at their life total. There is an argument to the fact that I would be able to ping. Alright, perfect. So Undercity Sewers, Death Shadow on top. I definitely want that. So I can annul anything they have that's relevant. So I'm fine to Thoughtseize the Primetime here and hold up Annul Consider. Because Annul hits their Dryads and it also hits the One Ring, so I'm fine tapping at a Counterspell in this circumstance. Another Urza Saga, so 3 lands and an unknown. I will draw this. Do I want this Death Shadow actually? Maybe I should have put that into my graveyard. No, I do. I need a closer. Land. Nice. Thank you, deck. So I will fetch, shock, consider. Spreading Seas. Definitely want that. So Spreading Seas this Saga. Make a little dude. No problem. Yep. Goodbye. Death Shadow. Okay. I'm going to get in for 1. I am more than happy to make that trade if they want to do it. I doubt they do, but I will trade token for token. Okay. Nice to have Spreading Seas back in the sideboard. Haven't played in a long time, but obviously very good against Urza Saga decks, and because I've seen such a massive uptick in particularly this matchup online, I really wanted to bring it back in. So is this a One Ring? Oh, Splunking. Okay. Yep, you draw a card. Oh, nice. I get to ping. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I can ping down this token. Oh, no, I can't. Nope. No, you get to do that first. Right. Damn it. Yep. Nice misplay there. Another Death Shadow. well, I will happily take just a bunch of Death Shadows with Counterspell and a Null. If I can get a fetch land, I'm feeling pretty good about the situation. Five cards in hand. Four of them are lands, I think. I guess this Cruel Turf's gone, but they bounced a land back. I guess three of them are lands that I know of. Ooh, they're really contemplating making another construct, which is what they're going to do. Okay, well, Dress Down 100% wins the game, so that would be a great draw. Two of them in the deck. I would take... Yeah, I would take Dress Down, I would take Consider, Preordain, Fetch Land. I got a lot of good draws here. I mean, even a Thoughtseize really isn't bad, unless their hand is just all land still. But Thoughtseize grows all of my shadows to 5/5, so... Doesn't feel like there's really any bad draws. Amulet of Vigor. That resolves. That's fine. Crumbling Vestige. Is that what it's called? Yep. Yep. 2 mana. What do you want to do with it? Crack this map? No, 3 mana. Right. I can actually annul that, which is fantastic. So they have a forest and an unknown card. Or am I not keeping track of things and they bounced another land back? No, I'm pretty sure it's forest unknown card. Alright, fetch land would be massive. Because then I can just full swing with all of my Death Shadows. Well, no. Dress Down would be the best. Fetch land it is. So, swing, swing, swing. I can put them up to 6s. Yeah. Still got blocks. I've got Counterspell. They double block, I presume. Yep. It's fine. Fetch and shock. Yes. 5 and 1. Alright, opponent, you're at 4. What can you do? I guess if they do have Cavern of Souls, they can get it here. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. So I'm good to just counter this, right? I don't think there's anything. 1, 2. Yeah, they only have access to 4 mana. If they have the One Ring, I've got a Bowmaster. I mean, obviously they can keep drawing stuff, but this feels good. So if they have nothing else, which doesn't look like they do, I mean, I guess they can Expedition map to get another Saga, maybe? Or do they go get like a Teleria West or something like that? Probably Teleria West if they've got nothing else going on, because Urza's Saga tokens aren't going to cut for the win. They have double block. I can full swing. They're down to 1. So Bowmaster's a good draw. Oh, Survey Land. Interesting. Yeah, I guess even Teleria West they couldn't do. Kind of in a precarious situation. So at this point, Thoughtseize is a bad draw. Fatal Push, I don't have Fatal Push or Dismember in the board right now, or in the deck. Preordain, that's a good draw. Edict wins the game. So bottom, top. Sheoldred's Edict, cast, creature token, please and thank you. All right, that's what I like to see. That's a matchup that I want to be taking down every single time. It is just so dominant in the current meta. And I do want to start swinging that matchup more in my favor than I originally wanted to in the past. Juan, if you're still here, I always appreciate you hanging out so late in the evening, stopping by anytime I'm on. Yeah, this is a great hand. Get to play again. Paying for that MTGO premium, I suppose. I'm also going to go back and start timestamping all of these streams for like VODs and stuff so people can just quickly move through matches. These aren't as bad because you usually get into games pretty quickly, but the challenge was pretty brutal on how much time in between matches there was. Okay. Strike It Rich, Bitter Reunion, 2 Fables. So... what is this? Like Jund creativity? Probably. I mean, this is a pretty good hand. I guess I want to mitigate these Fable of the Mirror Breakers as much as possible. If I can get rid of the other one, I'll be happy. It's just so much value. Yeah, it's a later game turn or play. But I don't really care about this Strike It Rich. I mean, yeah, they can turn it into an Archon later. But, alright, perfect. Really glad I grabbed that Fable now. I will preordain first. I'll see what's coming. Counterspell. Okay, so now that I have Counterspell, I want to bottom Watery Grave, draw Counterspell, Thoughtseize the Bitter Reunion. Yeah, Bitter Reunion. I can eventually deal with this Fatal Push, counter the Fable. Like, as long as they just have that Fatal Push that I have to dance around, I'm perfectly okay with that. Would much rather disrupt all of the stuff they're trying to do right now. That was their draw for the turn. Surprised that that's the land they decided to play. Oh, wait. Oh, they had 1 mana. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, my goodness. I Forgot that was a treasure token. So stupid of me. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to fetch and shock. Going to... play out this shadow. They can't have both some type of transmogrify effect and fatal push. They dump the Besage You, they dump the fetch land. Strike it rich again. Yeah, that's fine. They don't swing. Okay. This is good. Counterspell. So I want to attack. And I'm just going to hold up Consider Counterspell. They're probably going to just go for the Counterspell on the Shadow here, and I think I need to... Or, sorry, they're going to go for the Fatal Push, and I think I'm going to have to Counterspell it. And just hope they brick. They like the card on top. Okay, they don't go for Fatal Push. That's interesting. Yep. So they have Wrenn and 6. Fatal. They have Fatal Push something. So yeah, that Wrenn and 6 gets to go through. I go Consider. If I can find fetch land off of this Consider. With Fatal Push off the top. All right. Okay. Pretty good. So I guess I still lose the Bolt or something like that. So if that's their last card, so be it. But they've got Fatal Push something. Is it double Fatal Push? Oh, what is it? Oh, Dwarven Mine. Oh no. Yep. Yeah, that's right. That's what fetch lands do. I'm dead no matter what. Wrenn and 6 ping down. I can't block. Yeah. Alright, opponent, don't block. That's really too bad. That's too bad. So they don't play Leyline Binding because it's Jund. This is just a brutal matchup for my current sideboard state. I can bring in Spreading Seas. Tidebinder seems pretty mediocre the more I think about it. Unlicensed Hearse seems okay. And like maybe Spell Stare for Wrenn and 6, but that also seems extremely narrow. Well, there's Bitter Reunion. 6 cards. So I take out the pushes. I take out the dismembers. And I just try and fight on the stack. I think that's the play. Oh boy. I'm gonna keep it. Just hope I just don't hit any lands at all. Has interaction, it has card filter, it has Death Shadow. Need to be able to race. Should be able to find a couple more relevant things off the top 2 or 3 cards. Alright. Thoughtseize, target you. A 1 lander. That's bold. Definitely taking Ren and 6. And we'll see if you can hit nothing but lands. Well, you hit a land, so that's good. Can I consider now? Well, I will draw that and say go. Did you hit runner lands? Did you draw? You did hit runner lands. Wow. Must be nice. Must be nice. Bold play. 1 lander. Alright, so they have 1 bolt, Fatal Push, Arid Mesa. I do have to shock myself. And what the heck is Pillage of the Bog again? Right. Okay, so I'm gonna force them to do stuff. I'm gonna just empty my yard here. Play out this Death Shadow, force them to have to push it, and then have Otawara to bounce whatever token they try to make. Things are at a bolt range. Do you bolt me? Nope. Alright, so that's the Arid Mesa. This is almost certainly going to be the Fatal Push. Or like a Fable if they drew that. No, Fatal Push. Okay. Do you have Bolt? That'd be the most insane 3 draws I've seen in a long time if that was the case. Okay. Going to swing for 5. Hold up Otawara for a turn if I can draw 1 more land. Or gravy, but I definitely can't be losing to this creativity. Ren and 6, that's fine. Yep. Pillage the Bog? Sure. Okay, so they don't have 2 tokens, so as of right now, still in the clear from getting absolutely decimated. Spreading Seas is a pretty good draw. Well, no. No, I guess I can still do... I can draw that. I can... Spreading Seas... the swamp here. They will still continue. If I hit another Spreading Seas, that's great. I do not, though. Swinging for 5. So now I play Death Shadow. If they go for creativity, I sack the Murktide Regent. They have to block with Death Shadow, or they have to block the Death Shadow on the crackback. But I keep the Otawara, bounce it, and this game should be over. Strike it rich. Never mind. This game is no longer in my grasp. It is my opponent's win. They ping me. They gonna go for it? Do they think I have... I mean, I think you just have to go for it. You're dead otherwise. Wait, what? Whoa, what is happening right now? Do they have double bolt for the Murktide? And then they're gonna make a dwarf token? What is happening? Okay, bolt. They did have double bolts. You're still dead to this. You're gonna make a dude and I'm gonna bounce it. And this game should be over. Because your last 2 cards are Archon and Creativity. Wow, I can't believe I won that. Okay. I guess maybe I'm supposed to bring Shoulder's Edict in. It's just a clean answer if they do resolve a singular Archon. I still fall pretty far behind, but Spell Snare is actually better on the draw anyway. Maybe I dump a Preordain and a Bowmaster because they do not draw a lot of cards. So hello, 8 people hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you guys being in here on a Thursday evening. What's everyone doing? Oh, this is... this might be good. Like, Preordain, find a land, hopefully find something else. Realistically, I want to find multiple lands, though. Tashana's is average here. Like, yeah, I can stifle stuff, but they have lightning bolts. They have so many ways to get it off the battlefield that you're definitely not turning something off permanently. And it's a 3-mana card, so I don't love it in the matchup. Against other creativity decks that have like Leyline Binding, it's a little bit more interesting, and I'd think about bringing it in more. But against Jund, I just think it's a little bit too high of a converted mana cost to be justifiable. Oh, I'm really tempted to keep this. But I also just get dumpstered if I don't find another land. I am on the draw. It's like 3 looks, 4 looks by turn 2. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I also have Death Shadow with Dress Down to try and sneak a win in if I'm able to get there. Oh, is this going to be a Thoughtseize? Please don't be Thoughtseize. Okay, that's not too bad. All right. Bottom that, top that. Go ahead, opponent. Both of my islands. Strike it rich again. Okay. Thoughtseize. Couldn't have been a black land, huh? Alright, best case scenario, they go for it here. I counterspell, I draw a black land. Alright, well, that's not going for it, but I do need to counterspell that. Alright, black land, please. Oh. Goodness. So I can hold up Dress Down, which isn't great. Or I can just play out Unlicensed Hearse, except that I'm probably going to be super dead. And it was a bad keep. Just got a bit unfortunate on not finding a black land. Otherwise, this game goes a lot more in my favor. Yeah. Token, make token, you got it. Yes, you have an Archon. Thoughtseize. I will play a Dress Down. Consider better up. I don't know if I know what you mean, Stefano. And of course the black land that I draw is a tap land, so that's nice. Strike a Ridge, you got it. Put another card in your graveyard. I would actually love that. Wow. All right. Can I get a black land, please? Can I get a black land that doesn't come in tapped? One time. Thank you very much. I guess if they play Veil of Summer, this sucks, but... Oh, I do have Stubborn Denial. They do have it. Okay. Surviving. I can't believe they filled their graveyard the way they did. I cannot believe it. Oh, and they're just going to have another one? Yeah, of course you are. Yep. Oh, yeah, keep the... Yeah. I mean, I could have, for sure. Alright, we'll grab those. One more Drown the Lock. It's not a Drown the Lock. Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't good. Another less than ideal matchup. Definitely don't have the sideboard targeting that, so... Yep, Kahira. This is definitely a good control hand, so keeping this. Thoughtseize. Not bad. One Ring, Solitude, Leyline Binding, 3 lands. None of them necessarily matter this turn. I think we take... No, I'm going to take Binding. That way there I can flash in Orcish Bowmaster when they've got nothing going on next turn. And if they really want to get rid of it, they can pitch a Solitude. I'll be able to have Counterspell back up for the One Ring. Can also just Thoughtseize something away when I draw a 3rd land and hold up Counterspell. So I think that's the best option for now. Manamu. Yep. I'll just fetch and shock now. Highly doubt they're playing Tidebinder, but I'll play around it. Yeah, you're right. They do have to pay a lot of mana for the binding. But I have good answers to everything else. Like, I'd rather they tap out for the One Ring. I'd rather have the opportunity to Thoughtseize away the Solitude later on. And then, yeah, they hit the fetch, so. Stern Scolding. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. That sucks. So, Thoughtseize, hold up Counterspell. Yeah. Solitude's coming out. Just want them not playing at instant speed as often as I possibly can. Not gonna jam. Fine by me. Graveyard. Okay. Now we're in business. Fetch, shock. Are you playing Tidebinder? No way. There's no way. Alright. Kind of surprised they didn't put Kihira in play, or into hand, I should say. So maybe they have Counterspell. And if they do have Counterspell, then I have to let it, yeah. Yep. That has to resolve, unfortunately. I guess had I taken the One Ring, I could have, well, no, it's still, they would have had Solitude. Doesn't really matter. Okay, that was their draw, so their hand is exactly this. I'll preordain. If I can find a land, I'll take it, so I can still have double. Now I can just, I'll top that, keep the Dismember for Kihira. Just pay for all of it if they want to put it out in their end step. And I mean, if I really wanted to, if they have like a Teferi or something, I can just counterspell the Teferi, dismember this for 4, still have Dress Down, and, well, actually I'd drown the Teferi, realistically. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so their hand is Otawara, One Ring. 3 black. Pass to my opponent, hold up, consider. At this point, I mean, definitely need to find a threat, but way ahead of my opponent overall. Center. I will keep a preordain. Although I do have to kind of just sit on all of these counter spells, unfortunately. So I might end up letting my opponent back in the game here if I don't find a 5th land. They play Otawara. Alright, I'm going to preordain. Chances I... Ooh, okay, so top. Now I can Thoughtseize, hold up Counterspell, which is all good. One ring, Prismatic Ending. Sounds good. So long as they don't draw Counterspell, feeling okay. Clearly they have not. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Murktide. If they have like a subtle or a Solitude, maybe even Subtlety, so be it. Need to start closing out this match at this point. Can't just sit here and hold counterspells all day where they draw lands. Or draw cards with the amount of lands they have, I should say. Oh, this looks like it's a Solitude. Cool, 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 cool. Yep, that has to resolve. I'm gonna drown it in their end step if they do not go for the One Ring. Wow, good draw. Good draw, opponent. Did you draw Counterspell too? Wow. Wow, sick top decks. That's crazy. Solitude into Counterspell off the top. And now we just start drawing cards. That's so unfortunate. Okay. So, fetch an island at this point. Dash Shadow is not how I'm winning. Preordain. This goes to the bottom. I will keep this. You're gone. And I am way behind. I cannot believe Solitude was their last card. Yep. Consider graveyard. It's a lot of counterspells. I don't need Note Aura. I'm going to graveyard that. I mean, I'm halfway through my deck and I've seen a single Murktide and a single Death Shadow. Not great. Solitude, nope. Omnath. Guess I'm supposed to try and counter this. It's almost definitely just getting counterspelled, but yeah. Yeah, we'll concede. Wow. Insane couple of top decks by my opponent. Maybe I could have played that better. Let's go back and look at it, but I don't know. Guess I was maybe supposed to Thoughtseize the One Ring instead of the Leyline Binding. Stern Scolding Snare, no. I mean, that's a lot of cards. They're on Omnath, but don't care. Preordain. Take a drown. Brazen Borrower. Murktide. And I guess one Tishana's Tidebinder. Yeah. Yep. Mulligans to 6. Try and take some lands out of my deck. Counterspell, Teferi, Stern Scolding. I mean, Teferi's just brutal. They go with Breeding Pool. I guess that's for Stern Scolding, yeah. Continue to try and just trim on lands. Unfortunately, this Undercity Sewer's in my hand. Is this Chalice on one? Alright. You got it. I'll take a Bowmaster. And I'll bend Preordain. Play a Sewers. Graveyard. Alright, opponent. How good is the top of your deck now? Okay, this has been kind of ridiculous how many lands I've drawn on 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands now out of the deck. Sure, that's a terrible draw. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Leyline Binding. Sure. Here to hand, yeah, that's fine. You should be at 13 life. Come on, deck. You gotta be kidding me right now. Just brutal. Like over half of my lands in the top third of my deck. Alright. Dismember. Great. fairy. That resolves. Alright, well, he's got a counter spell up. You gonna cast? Thank you. Yeah, good for you, opponent. Alright, well, that was dog shit. Don't love hers. What do I want? Don't like Unmordigo. Mistle Suit, maybe. I think I will do Mystical Dispute. Put one in. I'm gonna go up to 3 Spreading Seas. And I guess maybe I still run Unlicensed Hearse. Yeah. All right. I'll try that. On the draw is this Jingitha. This is like Prowess, pretty mediocre. Don't think I can keep this. This I can get behind. I think I'll probably just put the stub back. Keep 3 lands. Although with my luck, I'll just draw 5 more off the top. This must be Prowess, I would think. So I'll just put out Dark Slick Shores. Of course, I do draw a land. Fantastic. Preordain. They put 2 to the top. Sure. Alright. Polluted Delta, I'm going to fetch an island. I doubt they play any Blood Moon's main board, but I'll at least give myself the opportunity to play around it if they do. Expressive Iteration. Okay. Nope. Drown a lock. Sauron's Ransom. Alright, great draw. They go for another Expressive Iteration? Their hand's just a bunch of sculpting? Okay, no. Slick Shot, Show Off. Yep, that resolves. Commit. Go all in. Lava Dart? Yep. Question is, do you want to sack a land? Probably not. So, I'll just push this. And then I'll flash in a Bowmaster. If they want to sack a land to get rid of it, I'm more than happy to trade a land for a Bowmaster. Yep, I do want to have access to Petty Theft Counterspell. Is this another Slick Shot Show Off? I'm actually going to bounce this back to their hand. Is this another Lava Dart? Alright. Nothing but dart. So, Petty Theft. I mean, they clearly want this Borrower gone. I don't think I'm countering this though. I need to save it for that Show Off that's now back in their hand. Double Counterspell. Wonderful. Preordain. I'm very tempted to counter this. I feel like they don't have much going on. I think I'm going to. Might not be the right call at the end of the day. But they've got 2 cards in hand. Like, unless it's another Slick Shot Show Off that they want to go all in with Lava Dart, then so be it. That's enough of a reason. Wow, okay. So they did have another 3 slick shot show-offs. Guess that counterspell was a bad idea. They want to trade the show-off for a Murktide. I will do that. To sack a land too? Like, definitely. It just doesn't seem like a great play. I guess just hold both. If they go for a prowess creature, then I'll probably consider trying to find interaction. If they do nothing, then I Sauron's Ransom. Expressive iteration. Definitely want to find dress down, not really. Yep, that resolves. So if they don't hit land, they do. Okay. I was going to say if they don't hit land, then I want to potentially just flash in this Brazen Borrower. Okay, Channeler. Definitely want to find a Sauron's Ransom now. Or cast a Sauron's Ransom, not find one. Got to imagine they're good cards, given that they haven't touched a single one of them yet. All right. Yeah, see, this is why this card is not the best. I can obviously guarantee myself the removal of that Dragon's Rage Channeler. But it's possible that there's 2 removal spells under there. At this point, I think I'm just going to take the guaranteed drown. Yeah, I was Thoughtsea's Flooded Strand, so it's the right call. What a terrible draw. I'm just going to go fetch that. Alright, keep that on top. I will destroy you. And I'll get in for 1. The old 8-turn clock. this a... Okay, another Dragon's Rage Channeler. So, I'm gonna fetch out my islands, continue to just try and get cards out of the deck here, increase my odds of seeing something relevant. I don't think that's good enough. That's a hell of a lot worse. I mean, they have to have Burn Spell in their hand if that's what they're holding. No way Thought sees them. So if I flash in Borrower, they kill it, but they have to lose a land, but they just found a land. Which was probably what was in their hand from last turn. Or did they make a land drop? No. Expressive Iteration. Underworld Breach. Oh, baby, I guess I should have Thought Seized. That's definitely what was in their hand. Oh, man. Oh, max punished for that. Nice. Wow. Yeah. Oh, man. Guess I wanted Counterspell. Just making all the worst choices. My goodness. My goodness. Yeah, no question about it. I will be forcing you to do something about this Brazen Borrower. And they hit a Meacher's Bauble. Fantastic. Nope. Not playing through the rest of this. Stern Scolding. I feel like Spreading Seas is probably too cheeky. All right, well, I'm going to head out. I got some other stuff I got to do, but thanks for hanging out, guys. And we'll catch you the next time I'm around. You guys have a good night, good day, wherever it is that you are in the world, and we'll catch you the next time I'm on.